Hey, how's it going everyone? This is the Anime Man. Ah yes, weeaboos. The one thing that every anime lover, anime YouTuber, anime anything has been called at least once in their lifetime over the mercy of the anonymity curtain of the internet. Oh, this guy likes anime, guys. Like, you fucking, hey, go kill yourself, you fucking weeaboo scum fuck. Go eat your pocky and go die in a... While many people throw this word around like it's a joke, because it is, unfortunately there are many people who actually do fall under the stereotypical umbrella of the real life weeaboo. You know those hachimaki wearing motherfuckers with their katanas and kunais who run around the streets like Naruto trying to perfect their kamehameha and chopstick techniques in hopes that their parents will buy them a ticket to Japan because God knows they don't know how to sustain a part-time job at McDonald's. But in all seriousness, weeaboos are a real life thing, and they are kind of a real life problem for a lot of people. And this question didn't really occur to me until I actually did an interview with my Japanese grandma, which if you guys haven't seen it, I've left the link in the description below. One of you guys asked a particular question about weeaboos to her, and I had to actually go out and explain what a weeaboo was. And her response to that question was she didn't actually know what a weeaboo was because back in her time when she was a fine young lady, those kinds of people never existed. And then it just suddenly hit me. Why is that? Why is it that weeaboos never existed before, but they exist now? And more importantly, why are weeaboos born? Now when I say born, I don't mean they come out the pussy ready to bunkai the doctor screaming kawaii desu at the top of their lungs. I mean, why do people turn into weeaboos? What are the reasons that a person will go from 0% weeaboo to 100% weeaboo, either suddenly or progressively? I'm sure nobody has really bothered to think about the answer to this question because usually they just dismiss it by saying something like, it's because they're over obsessed about anime and just want to become like their favorite anime character. It's because they want to eat sushi and pocky for the rest of their lives because everybody knows that's all Japanese people eat. It's because that one Naruto episode changed their life forever, date by your Sakura-chan. And that may very well all be true, but I think those answers are just an Occam's razor. Yes, the simplest answer may be the best answer, but that doesn't really go about to fundamentally answer the question as to why weeaboos are born. Or rather, why weeaboos started to be born from the first place. And it kind of hit me that maybe the fundamental reason why weeaboos are born has to do with the thing that you are interacting with right now. The internet. Now I'm assuming that a lot of you watching this video right now were born in an age where accessing things on the internet for your main source of information came to you like second nature. Encyclopedias? Books? Libraries? Get that weak source analog shit out of here. The internet now has become this omnipresent, omnipotent factor in our lives that is integrated so naturally that we sometimes forget how fluid and vast it actually is, and how simple accessing all sorts of different information has actually become as a result of it. Especially concerning the fluidity and widespread access to different information that you would otherwise never really get in contact with without really digging far down into the encyclopedias and books and libraries of the past. If you want to know something about anything, it's just a simple matter of going to your laptop, desktop, tablet, or mobile phone, and then opening up any internet browser and searching it up, and then most likely than not, that information is going to reach your eyes and brain in a matter of seconds. And that is truly a beautiful thing, don't get me wrong. But I believe this fluidity and more so the overloading of information that we can access is one of the fundamental reasons why weeaboos exist. First and foremost, how many of you guys watching this video right now and listening to my voice have friends that you have made over the internet? Oh yes, this is the perfect time for a I don't have any friends joke. Now, for those of you who said yes to that question, how many of those friends that you have made over the internet live in different countries and grew up with a different culture than yours? I'm sure there were a good amount of hands that were raised, because I can see through the screen. And that exactly proves my point. With the widespread use and the fluidity of information via the internet, physical and cultural borders have kind of become irrelevant. Back before the internet, my grandmother's time, it was safe to say that little to no people had those kinds of friends that existed over a border. But nowadays, it's so easy to talk to a friend who lives halfway across the world and thus really easy to get immersed in their language and their culture just as easily as you get immersed in your own language and your own culture. The entire world and human population has now become this melting pot of all sorts of languages and cultures mixed together, and that is a beautiful thing. However, there are certain aspects of this phenomenon, when taken the wrong way, cause people to turn into those damn meddling weeaboos. Misinformation and assumptions. When you have this unlimited access to this unlimited amount of information, people tend to pick and choose what they want to see and learn. And sometimes this information that they decide to pick and learn from tends to be, well, straight up bullshit. Because surprisingly, not everything that is said and written on the internet is actually true. Mind blown. Well, you know. And obviously, if you didn't know any better, then you wouldn't know that that information that you took seriously is actually straight up bullshit. And that's the assumption problem. You look at a piece of information like, Japanese people eat nothing but sushi and poke all day. Or, all Japanese people talk like they're depicted in the animus, and assume all that information to be the truth. Which leads to people developing an overgrowing obsession towards that misinformation, and many SAO, Naruto, and fairy tale episodes later, ladies and gentlemen, the weeaboo is born. When I grow up, I want to be just like Kirito. And I think that's kind of the sad irony of weeaboos. It's that they build this obsession to Japan and Japanese culture based on misinformation and assumptions. They want the Japanese so hard if it means they need to go to a plastic surgeon to get eyelid reduction surgery to look more Asian, or register for a fucking adoption for a Yakuza family. But what many weeaboos unfortunately don't quite understand is that this respect that they're trying to show towards Japan and Japanese culture, because they love all of that shit, is usually depicted as nothing more than the utmost disrespect. And that many Japanese people and people who genuinely want to learn the culture or are genuinely trying to learn the culture and language see these kinds of people as nothing but accidental racists. And there's nothing worse than an accidental racist. Except maybe Stalin, he kind of sucked. And unfortunately, since they're unaware that they're actually being disrespectful and not respectful at all, like they seem to think they are, towards the Japanese culture and Japanese language and Japanese people, they never learn to go past these assumptions and misinformation and this weeaboo phase. That is, of course, until some asshole like me, for example, walks up to them and tells them straight to their face, "You're being a disrespectful cunt. Stop it." But I daisuki Japan, desu. I'm sorry, there's no saving you now. There are a lot of people who say and joke about, you know, weeaboo pride and, oh, you should just let people like what they like and all this positive vibe crap. And as you guys know, I like to try and stay positive with everything I do and say in my videos. But unfortunately, it's not really about letting people like what they want to like or weeaboo pride, because unanimously, they're being disrespectful to a culture. And let me just clarify, you're free to love Japan, love the culture, love the language, love the food, love anything that comes with it. But much like learning any foreign culture, just stay respectful and pay attention to what you're actually trying to learn. If you're gonna learn about it, then learn it properly. Don't just rely on anime and Vocaloid for all your information. Hatsune Miku and Tokyo Ghoul can only teach you so much, fam. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think about what I said? What do you think about weeaboos, and what do you think is the fundamental reason why weeaboos might exist in this day and age? Also, have you ever been in the weeaboo phase yourself? And if you managed to get out of said weeaboo phase, then how did you accomplish it? Also, what are the ways that would maybe prevent weeaboos from being born in the future? Maybe if we can't stop it altogether, what are some ways that maybe we can slow down the growth? I want you guys to let me know all that kind of stuff in the comments below. And let me just say finally, before I end this video, if you happen to get offended by watching this video at all, you're the problem, fam. I wish you the best of luck. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. As always, like and favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe for more anime banner, and I'll see you guys next video, whatever I'm Hey, what up fam, it's your boy Vegeta Review 69. I'm not dead. I'm never gonna fucking die. I'm the fucking best anime reviewer in all of town, you hear me? Fuck you, Anime Man, for killing me. Kirito's waifu.